Rightio, just pulled into Brodie Street. It is 6:30 Friday morning. We've got the 79 series towing the Young at Heart tinny. It has a new trailer, so I'm pretty excited to see it. Is Bro Dangle here? Upgrade for the tinny!
Upgrade for the tinny! Let's go!
Look at him running. Couldn't run to save his life. Anyway, yeah, upgrade for the tinny. Got a rooftop, 2 motorbike racks. It's gonna be sick. Can't wait to see it.
It looks like a good time, eh?
You are kidding. We've got the Young at Heart 79, the Young at Heart tinny, couple of motorbikes, rooftop. Now that looks like a good time.
How good is it?
Celsius is down here, mate.
We've already had pre-workout, coffee. Might as well get a Coke to go with it. Bad idea, actually. Are you getting something to eat?
Yeah.
They're actually bacon egg roll. They're not.
Yeah,
like,
get a bacon egg roll, please.
Let's see if that up there. Right. I'm frothing. I love this shit. Righto, we're in the Young at Heart rig. We've got the new trailer on and we're off to Dubbo for the weekend. We've got a mate's property out there and gonna have some fun. We'll show you the setup when we get out there.
So he told me to get a bacon egg roll. Look at this thing. This is the worst thing I have ever eaten in my entire life. Look at that. What is that? That is cardboard. Look at the color of it, man. And the bread's stale. You could knock on it and you think someone's knocking at the door. That is the worst thing I have ever had. Oh, man. How do they even sell that shit? Quick pit stop. I thought you were on diet, bruv.
Nah, no idea. We're at the Merriwire Bakery.
It's illegal for you to get another sausage roll and you got toast.
And the chunky milk?
You drink no sugar Coke, but you're going to get a vanilla
Let's
mull.
go, vanilla mull. I'll get a chicken mornay pie, please. Yeah, and one of those hot dog wrap things.
How's your chili dog?
Good. I'll fit this in one bite.
Sure.
Happy Alan. Hashtag Happy Alan.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's about to wean my pants.
Dunny bloody do. Another quick stop. Hey? I know. What's this cold business, man? I'm sweating. I gotta have the window down.
Hey, that's a sick photo. Get some volume.
Every day and every night, it's the only way you live I've ever known. That's how daddy raised me. You got me wrong if you think that you can change me. I like it, man, I love it. Wouldn't trade it, not for nothing. C-O-U-N-T-O-Y, I'll be country till I die.
Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. Cause a dream won't chase you back. I wanna sit in the chair with it like this. Dinner. Check this out. Burke Street Butchery have hooked us up with a full lamb. We're gonna cook it over the fire all day tomorrow. Looks like Jack's girlfriend. Look how fun this is, man. Hey, baby. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, surely there's a sheet company that wants to give me a deal. Pretty game for that electric bike, though. There's them cows, no road etiquette when we came in. I said no. Would not get out of the way, eh?
Bit of fitness for the day, Brody.
Fitness burger in my mouth.
You going to the snow, bro? Look at that jacket.
Yeah, and it's not even cold yet. Just designed it for the sheep, so like for the popping out.
Oh, that's
like,
mad.
Yeah, so no.
What's that? You just push on it and it pops out?
Yeah, just push on one side of your thumb.
That's
like,
real good because nothing worse. And I'll tell you what is handy is non-leather pouch. I had one of them leather pouch, and you can't quite see it, but I had it on my hip and it had blood on it.
Yeah.
It was stuck in there.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on the pig trying to pull the knife out, and I couldn't get it out of the pouch, so I reached around and grabbed hold of the pouch, but I was holding up a bit too high.
Oh yeah,
and I
slice
grabbed one
straight
all
up.
the way to the top.
Yeah.
Cut the tendon, the nerve, the artery, and everything. Had to go and have surgery.
Pig's all top like that, and he's like, I want to make myself the best knife possible. You know what I mean? So he's designed them probably 10 times, and he's ended up with this. This is his favourite.
Well, a good mate of mine in Weewar does a hell of a lot of pig hunting, has done for years, and he swears by them, he uses them, and he's always telling me how good they are. But I've never come across where you can even buy them really. Like, you can probably buy them offline or something.
You can get them offline, yeah. We're stocking them in our shop now, and they got a few other products coming out shortly too. I moved away from the country before I got to the hunting stage. I was born at Forbes.
Oh, true, yeah.
You're a city slicker.
I am now, yeah. You know
I used to do a lot of filming with I just had a camera on my head, and had a YouTube channel at
like 70,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And over time, it wasn't so much that I had it gory. Like, I used to take out everything that I knew they wouldn't like, and try and edit it and make it to the best footage that a pig hunter can watch, but also not too bad for a person that's unfamiliar with it. And some videos had 2 or 3 million views, and others only had stuff all, but I think 6 million or something on one of them was the most. But it was a trapping video, just pigs in a trap. But in the end, they ended up shutting it down for too much graphic content apparently. But then you see so many other channels with 10 times worse stuff than I had, and I'm like, whatever. I didn't even bother disputing it or dealing with it. I said, whatever.
Well, one more gate this weekend and I'll go.
I was nearly going to ring the cocky and say, who go down here and pinch me max tracks? I couldn't find them, and I took a bit of finding. Yeah, and I thought they'll be visible, but yeah, they weren't. There were a couple of them hidden under the mud and everything. I thought they were just laying there right, but yeah. I was about to say someone come and pinched them.
Do this every night? This your gig?
No, yeah, not every night. I do 4 nights a week.
Yeah. But that's your that's your job?
Yeah. I manage the local human consumption chillers in town.
Yeah.
Where we take all the animals and then they get picked up from me and taken to the processing plant at Brisbane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing it a little while now. I'm in my 21st year in a row.
Yeah, right.
Usually
you still love it?
Shoot about 6,000 tags a year, plus pigs. I do enjoy it. I enjoy the lifestyle. I enjoy being your own boss. I enjoy being able to get rewarded for having a go. Like, if you work hard and you have a big week,
you get rewarded for it.
You paid by the kilo, so the more kilos you shoot, the more money you get paid, obviously. But it's one of them jobs where, you know, you're not going to work and you've had a big day, or you worked a bit harder today and you get a little bit extra. Not a lot of jobs, it's just a flat rate, I guess. But in my way of doing it, there's a bit of a risk. You can go out and it can rain and weather goes bad, fog comes in, you know, you might not be able to get a full load of animals, but the potential's there to double your night's wages if you can, or whatever. But it's still a hard go at times.
You get a couple of weeks rain, it'd be pretty tough. Do you still go out when it's raining or not?
Nah, not while it's raining, and then even after rain, like you do with wet ground and can't get around certain spots. Because you load the ute up with animals, so at the end of the night, you've got a bit of weight on the back. She's pretty easy to break the surface at times. That's why the other night we had 24 pigs or something on, and it was 1,200 kilos. So by the time you realise it's a bit wet, she's already down. Depending if you got enough, I do it all on private land, but if you got it widespread enough, it's not always wet everywhere. Like, we might get 2 inches of rain and an hour away won't get any. So I've spread it around a bit so that if I need to, I can go where it's dry, hopefully. That's the best part about it, I guess. You can go hard for a week and then have a week off if you want. But you got to be careful, because that week off you don't get paid, obviously. So. But no, it's not bad.
You got kids?
Yeah, we've got 3 kids. A little set of identical twin girls, and then they're about nearly 3.
And yeah,
Little boy that's 8.
what time do you usually head out in the night?
Depends where I'm going. If I was just going around here like this,
Yeah.
I'd go in about an hour.
Yeah.
If I was going an hour and a half away, whatever, I'd be leaving an hour or so. I'd go and get there about now. Some nights I'm a bit late with this winter time getting dark so early.
Yeah.
Some days I might get into bed till 9 a.m, 10 a.m. And then you get up at 3 p.m. and get yourself organised. Be back into it on the road again by now. But some nights I might be a little bit late getting going. I have to reload a few bullets or something. And next minute I'm not getting to the paddock till 8 o'clock. But still not too bad now with longer nights. You get to, like in the summertime, it's not dark till 9:30.
Yeah.
And then you got to be at the chiller and unloading before daybreak, which is like 5.
Yeah, right.
So you only get about 6 or 8 hours shooting, whereas in the winter you get about 12.
Righto, we're out here. We're out west. Got Gaffo and Andy. They've been nice enough to bring us out tonight. Me and a few of the boys, and we're gonna go see if we can see some pigs and maybe a couple of roos or whatever we can. So
have a bit of fun.
Have a bit of fun. Let's get into it. And these guys are licensed professionals to do this. So
job.
Yeah, it's their job.
We're all employed through the Department of Primary Industries and Kangaroo Management Program, so them and feral pigs.
So for the keyboard warriors out there, don't bother typing nothing, alright? Did you let the dogs off and they just go for it, or do you
Yeah, well,
drive?
it just depends generally. Like today we don't have to go too hectic on what you want to catch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a pig's a pig, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But generally I fish through a mob of pigs if I can and single out the best one by himself.
The biggest
and then
one?
Put, the
Yeah,
biggest
yeah.
one, and then put the dog on here.
Yeah.
Down from there.
And then work your way down from there.
Yeah.
Depending on if the dog needs help, I'll go straight to that pig and help the dog and kill it first and then move on to the rest. But otherwise, if I can drop the dog and turn around and shoot 4 or 5 more or half a dozen more and then go back to the dog. But depending on the situation too, sometimes the dog will make it a little harder to get numbers, so I'll just sort of muster them out a bit like in a crop paddock like this. If the farmer's only putting sheep on this, so it's not too big of a drama to drive on it. Whereas if they were going to grow it to harvest, they don't like you driving on them too much.
Yeah.
So, but in this predicament, you can get out and get around them a bit, and sometimes just try and keep them together as a mob and just walk them around the paddock. They'll probably get running fairly fast, but keep them in a bit of a mob, and they'll all start to knock up a bit, and then you can just shoot a lot more of them.
Yeah.
But in certain cases with the dogs, I've always favoured trying to catch the bigger ones with the dog. Yeah, and same with the shooting. If you pull up at a mob of pigs, obviously I'll start on the bigger ones and work my way down.
Yep.
But yeah, sometimes it looks like they'll be easy to get, and they're not. They're they're a challenge sometimes. But
And I was saying to the boys, like knowing your country and how the pigs operate.
exactly
a bit.
right. Like a lot of the places I go to, I've been going to for a very long time. So I've watched over the years all the pigs, they work their way up there and down through that pop hole in the fence, and they come out of them trees to feed here and they water there. And so when I see them, I generally understand where they're going to go, and I can sometimes say, oh, they're going that way, no worries, I'll go around here and I'll meet the same pigs rather than smash a vehicle around trying to catch them. And so it's just a matter of keeping it pretty calm. A lot of people get real excited and go crazy when they see pigs and roaring flat out and run over stuff and, oh, there's a big embankment, boost. Like, whereas I sort of am a little bit the opposite. I used to be like that years ago, but I've done a lot of it, so I sort of suppose I've got that out of my system. But yeah, they can be a dangerous thing if you get a bit too hyped up, like some quad bikes. I think it's probably why they ban quad bikes, people kill themselves on them. Yeah. But yeah, you got to be careful sometimes. Like they know where they're going and they go anywhere. Yeah. So, but most of the time they're fairly easy in certain spots, like on these crops and that. Wind is good. Yeah. You get a bit of breeze coming at you. Yeah. They don't hear you. Yeah. You can sneak right up to them. Yeah. Whereas if pigs get hunted a bit, they start to learn what's going on.
That'll make it a fair bit colder, but the wind.
It's all right in the front. But yeah, no, it's sometimes as they get hunted a bit, they get a bit shy on you. They really, you'll see them a kilometre away running before you can even get near them. Yeah, so right. It makes them hard to get rid of them.
Yeah. And a still night like tonight's even harder too. Cause
we had a still night the other night, and it's the worst night you can possibly get, but
a bit more and you can't get around on them.
Sneak around slowly and sneak up on a bit rather than going fast. But, we still ended up with a good load.
So Andy's exhaust is no good on his cruiser.
Oh, mine's no better than
mine. Did you hear that thing?
Yeah. Pigs are out of control really. Like it's nothing for me to see 500 or 600 a night every night I'm out.
And are they, Jack asked this question before, are they seasonal? Like do you get, they're around all the time?
Yeah. Sometimes they're better than others, like harvest time when you, the farmers have harvested all
they're coming out of the paddocks.
Yeah, the wheat crop's fairly high with grain on it, and they'll get in there and hide in there and cause damage, and you can't see them in there. And then when the headers come through and take the crop off, they still hang in there. They still go in there and get the grain. The header drops a bit of grain and whatnot, so they'll hang on them crop paddocks on the stubble, they call it. There's still a lot of things around, but you've got to really, at certain times, understand the layout of the land on where they're travelling and how they go about what they do, and study a bit of their knowledge to successfully get them.
What's the reason for shooting the roos?
Well, same deal, it's all human consumption.
Just human consumption,
But like, not only are they a pest that need to be controlled, it's also a big industry for a lot of different people, whether it's the hundreds and hundreds of people that work at the plant, or people in all the businesses that revolve around us, like gun shops, tyre shops, full of supplies for your vehicle. A lot of people benefit out of what we do.
Yeah.
And it's not just out there blasting them, it's all controlled by National Parks and Wildlife, so it's a little bit better for the animal than just getting wiped out. Very. Extremely. Unbelievable. Oh.
You got to get them and have their right leg as they're hopping away from you. Put like a little like slit in there.
What's that for?
To hang them, pin them together.
Oh yeah.
And then you bleed it. Got to bleed them out.
Yeah. You filming this, Jack?
Yeah.
He's crying.
And so they do weight. So that one goes overweight anyway. So it's right to go in. But anything small you don't do because there's weight limit.
You've got to do a couple of different requirements. One of them's obviously you've got to cut around the skin here and slide this down so that you can break that leg off. So believe it or not, a kangaroo's leg, you can hit that with a hammer there 10 times and it won't break that way, but this way. So then we'll cut that off, leave that like so. So when they skin it and process it in the plant, you could just go in with the things we use and cut it off, but you'll have a sharp bone like that hanging out.
Yeah.
So that's why I cut around and slide it down. And on the other one, you just take it off up here like so, and it's done on that predicament. Head's got a knuckle right at the back of the ears, so you put a cut there and go straight through that knuckle like so. Just pop it away from you, so you can then take your head off. After that, you'll then open him up. You only got to short dress him, you leave all the organs in them so they can test them. So you'll just open his belly up, as you're pulling out, just come straight down and let him hang out. And you'll just go straight around, and obviously you've got to open up the bung tube so you can pull all that out. Straight around that pelvis bone.
Yeah, it's hard.
And then you pull all your top glands from the top back out.
And what do you do with all this?
Leave it in the paddock.
Leave it in the paddock?
Yep, that's kangaroo done.
That's done. That's quick, eh?
And sometimes they ask you to do their tails. So you got to
Yeah, at the moment we've actually got to take the tails off.
Yeah.
We've just changed. So each one, all the way along there, there's a knuckle. So you feel knuckle, low spot, knuckle, low spot. So you can go through and in the low spot, you go in, turn and then back down the knuckle like so. And you can do that on any one of them knuckles all the way through. Knuckle, 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 knuckle. So about that long till you need to do.
And they stay here as well?
Yeah. The tail, yeah. So sometimes with the tails, it's great to be able to leave it on because it is
Weight.
good product to sell, and it adds extra weight. Like a full load of kangaroos, all of them with the tails on, you'll have another 100 kilos.
Yeah.
Have a good run, and then as Andy knows, everything's against you sometimes.
Yeah.
You're standing there like that, and then you pull the trigger and they're all gone.
Yeah.
And you drive out there to pick one up and you bog for 4 hours. And at the end of the night, you got 10 on.
Yeah.
So, it can be bad.
And the weather too. Like,
You've got to look at it as a normal job, as a normal wage, and you get added bonuses at times. If you go into it to make $1 million, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Country's the biggest thing, but then also getting shown how to do it properly.
Yeah.
Like with kangaroo harvest is not eradicated.
Yeah.
So we're wiping everything out that moves, which we're not allowed to do, but by doing that it will backfire on you in the future as to the numbers you get.
Yeah.
That's why they govern us out here, allow us to shoot a kangaroo over a certain weight limit. Sometimes they won't allow us to even shoot females.
How do you know, like, if you shop, have you...
Oh, just years of knowing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know if it's a male or female just by the way it's stand there. I can tell you how big it is before it shoots.
Hey, Brody, look at this. Look at this.
That's how I run.
Holy shit!
You need good airbags in the car to carry that.
Holy...
1,700 kilos on it.
1,700 kilos.
7 ton, man.
Look at the back and sag in it. It's almost as heavy as your car.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a night where, like, you go out and you get, like, 30 of them in, like, 2 hours?
Yep. The other night, at 9:30, had 36 on.
Yeah.
And the night before, I was out till daylight to get 29.
Yeah, right.
So just went to the right spot, like right here now. They haven't been shot for a while. They're all sitting around. They're in
You
the
clean
crop,
up at night.
Some of these nights you could get in quickly in this winter time when it's dark early. You might have a full load on by midnight.
Yeah.
Instead of being out there till daylight. And sometimes that midnight till daylight's the coldest period where they're all pissed off anyway. Like they don't want to eat grass with ice all over.
Yeah. And
So
the
they
chiller is open all night?
Yeah, you can come and go as you please.
He's a proper good pig.
How often does this happen, Andy?
Oh, fucking never. To me.
He's a good pig.
Oh, he's a cracker. Whatever side you get him on, that dog's going. So.
I just want to get him off this little hill because if he doubles back, he can get through that
Yeah,
fence.
that's right. He knows he's sort of safe with them.
Yeah, that's right.
At the minute. He's a good pig, man. You'd be able to poke down there. There he goes, left, left. This is your one. Get out, mate. Oh, you bloody go.
Lethal weapon. Unbelievable. Don't
Nice
muck around with them.
Nice
That's
and
it.
sharp.
Oh, and yeah, that there clipping bizzo, like just the best invention I've ever seen. And the pouch won't stick in there. I've had a bit of drama with one not sticking before, so yeah, it's pretty good. I should have it swapped. There was another boar in the mob about the same size, but I felt like this one was probably a bit more mature pig.
Fucking made me run, you dog.
Alright.
So in just case you're wondering, this is what's called big boars, one out.
They're like, get me off, let me off, let me off.
The other one might fucking
Oh no, he's crying because it wants to go for it.
Set of nuts on him like a mudgy mailbag.
Finish the day off. We're having a burger.
Burger, icy cold can of Coke. Even without it being in the fridge would have been icy.
Awesome day. Good way to end it.
Yeah, just your typical Coles burger, nothing fancy.
That's it.
Over and out.
Never heard anyone call it light white.
That's what it's called.
It's just called light milk.
No.
How good's this? Coffee machine on the pantry, milk in the fridge.
Do you want sugar?
Yeah, I'll have a couple of sugars, mate.
Now my trick to a phenomenal coffee in the milk before we froth it. I'm going to give you the goods.
Oh, that'll be a first. All he usually does is pick on me.
Special Jack. This has been chewed up by a monkey, pooed out and recycled.
Is that from Bali?
Nah, it's not. But it was a cool story.
It was, eh?
This coffee, for anyone who hasn't had it, it's delicious. It's from adrenaline. It gives you that adrenaline.
Well, I need some because I've been waiting half an hour for this coffee.
Fluff that down a bit. We're going to pop it in here, hit the 2 button. Get that slow pour, Jack. Get that coffee goodness. This is the important part. When I froth this milk, you need to tell me what kind of latte art you want. I slept like a baby. I had an electric blanket up in my rooftop tent.
Is it getting colder?
It is. It's getting colder, right?
My hands are freezing, bro.
What kind of latte art do you want?
Nah, just give us a love heart.
A love heart. All right.
Make it easy for you.
We'll just wipe that bad boy off. My wife will hate me for that. It's a good detail. It's clean to me. Righto. Love heart's coming up. You know what? I'll probably just scrap the love heart.
What do you mean?
No, I'll do it. Watch.
Drawing a love heart. Wow.
One latte love heart for Jack.
What is that?
Oh man.
What are you doing?
That massive fish I caught last night wrapped itself around a stick. I had to let it go, it was so big I had nowhere to put, wouldn't fit in my car.
Are you gonna actually catch anything?
Yeah, I am, right now.
There's heaps of frogs here too.
I don't know if these fish are lactose intolerant or not, but... Oh, the frogs are bad. Maybe they like chicken this morning. That's a patience game, which I've got none of. We're pretty lucky to be out here. These people have given us their property for the weekend, which is awesome. We're going to cook up a whole lamb on the fire, some roast veggies. I'm looking forward to that tonight. A bit of gravy. This is living. Hey, breakfast of champions. Every single man is half gay. Pick up a rock. Are you right or left-handed?
Right.
Right? Pick up a rock in your right hand. Throw it as far as you can. Again. Yeah. Now do it with your left hand. I told you, every man is half gay.
Right, go.
I'll probably hit the other side though.
Right here. You didn't even make the river.
It's 10 AM, Burke Street Butchery, full lamb, going over the fire for the day. I think we've got about 24 or 26 kilo here, so no one's going hungry tonight. Yeah, just shot this one last night myself. Skinned her up this morning. Cool.
Give it a massage, mate.
Oh yeah.
The neck's going to be flavourful.
Andy loves this part.
Ow.
Oh, that's sick, man. Perfect length, eh? Don't show Shaz. Don't show Shaz. Hey, that's Matt. That's Matt. Matt, oh, use that good detail. This is going to be a mega feed, bro. Burke Street Butchery, Dubbo.
Thanks, Caden.
Yeah, Kato hooked us up. He's got the tools to dispose of a body.
Shout out to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Making a sponsorship out of this.
Sponsor us.
Should like that.
This guy's wearing an Indian cricket jersey.
No, it's a rodeo shirt.
It says India on the back.
For India.
What?
I rode for India.
Get it, India? What do you mean? What do you mean you rode for India?
At the polo fields. Had a big world polo comp there. And I got picked right for India.
It does say India, eh?
Were they struggling for the riders?
Get that India.
Yeah, get that India.
Rightio, what are we doing?
Shooting tins.
Little air rifle.
Rightio. Show us what you're made of.
That hit the log. We've got a famous polo Indian rod here.
Get it in here.
Yeah. Oh.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, pressure's on.
What way are these going?
Hey, he's a professional air rifle shooter for India.
We're getting close.
Hey, shoot him a Gavin.
Might be easier. Get that in here. Yeah, straight to it.
You should try hitting one, man. It's pretty fun.
I went between the two middle cans.
And we can't all be great at everything, but oh, he's got me. Yeah, you got one. Oh, he's knocked one.
That's where you put.
Land cruisers don't get bogged, mate.
Famous last words there, Brady. That's right, we were bogged. The sand was softer than a pensioner's handshake and the driver had no idea what he's doing. Turns out the water was pretty shallow anyway, so we didn't end up launching the boat, but we still managed to have a bit of a laugh along the way. I like it the fizzy bubbly!
You can do what you want, it's just these days.
Jack, you camera man.
It's a beautiful life.
You're bloody bogged.
No, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I am. I'm definitely bogged.
Yeah, no, but this line's got a knot in it there.
Righto, what an awesome weekend. Thanks to Andy for bringing us out here. Thanks to Big Boars One Out for showing us what they do last night. That was very, very interesting. But we've had this lamb on since about 10 o'clock this morning. And I'll tell you what, it's not much better than this, that's for sure. The boys are digging in. We got some lamb and gravy rolls. What a way to end the weekend. Enjoy the ride.